Funny when you say chubby checker, it just sounds normal. But when you say chubby, it seems funny when you say that.
Yeah.
Like, you try it. You just try it yourself. You'll see exactly what I mean. Chubby's coming to the Turning Stone. Chubby Checker is coming to the Turning Stone. See, the two are very, very different. It's got to be a mind thing. Anyway, Chubby Checker, June 24th, Turning Stone Resort and Casino, 361 show for information. We'll give you a chance to win tickets coming up. Bill Morehouse is the comptroller in the city of Utica. William, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. You better be prepared Monday because Assemblywoman Tenney may just suck the oxygen right out of the room there in the debate. Man, I didn't know she was going to let you speak there, Bill. Jeez.
Well, it is going to be, I will simply say, we're really anticipating a big event on Monday. It starts at 7 o'clock. It's going to be a big day.
Yep, for sure. The reason I called Andrew was the fact that the headline in the paper is sale of Hotel Utica for $1.35 million.
Yep.
And I got several calls in my office of people in the know just saying those numbers don't seem to jive. How is that number possible? And it's not. And what the reporter did was he went to the assessor's office and asked for what the hotel will be assessed for in the 15, 16, 16, 17 tax year, and it's the $1.35 million. And that's what he used as a sales price. So it's just, it's not the sale price. I was involved in the transaction to some extent, and that's just not the case. And, I've been the victim, and I think, people are sometimes of headlines that are, you read the story and it really doesn't jive with the headline. But
so,
it just is not the case.
Yeah.
That's the assessed value. But I just wanted to update the folks on where we were at that. And what happened was the hotel was assessed at $3.6 million.
Oh, okay.
And part of this whole deal to get this thing done and to get Mr. Patel involved in the city of Utica, which once again, and I've given kudos to the mayor before, the mayor did a great job bringing the parties together, was to go in front of the judge and get our assessment on the hotel brought down based on their occupancy, which was just horrendous, and based on the fact that Mr. Patel is now going to put millions and millions of dollars into this hotel, and he needs some time to do that. Hopefully not shut the hotel down for long, but at some point, when you're doing major reconstruction, there's going to have to be some stoppage of business. So we were able to get that dropped to $2.5 million for 13-14 and 14-15, $2 million, and then down to the 1.35 for the 15-16 and 16-17, and that was all part of the deal to get this thing done.
So is we don't know what the actual sale price was, right? Is that what we're saying?
I think it'll be public at some point.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm aware of what this actual sales price was, but and I can assure you it wasn't the $1.35 million. But
all right, so we're gonna play a little game here, okay?
It was $800,000, right? Did we talk about this?
Yeah.
I thought you said
my office received $833,000,
right?
And the council allowed me to waive some of the interest and penalties, so I was still able to apply $109,000 to the interest and penalties. I applied $724,000, which was the back taxes that were due, and those were taxes from 2009, 10, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15. School taxes, which we had already made the school good because we have to make the school good. So it was really nice for us to collect that money. Plus, not only that, Bill, they paid the 16-17 city. The first city installment was due by May 2nd. And the hotel sent us a check. We got it in the mail for the first city installment, which is awesome. And, we have somebody on the books that's a taxpayer now. So this is it's a good thing all around. When I saw that the sales price is this, it's just not. That wasn't the sales price.
And I think the curiosity is people want to know how much the Gaetanos made in the deal. And I think that's really what that's why there's such a curiosity here.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, I think it'll become public. They did not, as far as the sale goes, they didn't make anything on the sale of this thing. If they made money, it was along the way through the $5 million loan that they got from the city, through whatever incomes they might have taken out of the hotel over the years. But on this final day, actual sale, I can assure you that nobody on that side of the fence was happy with the way this went. And one of the reasons the sale went forward, Bill, is they came to me and asked me to pull the foreclosure again this year, and which we've done in years past because we've been pressured to do, and I refused to do it, and I wouldn't do it. And that forced them to file an answer, and, my office kept telling them, we're going to proceed with this foreclosure, and that forced them into either making this deal or filing bankruptcy. And obviously making the deal was better for all parties involved, in the city for sure. So, we pushed this thing to where something happened, and that's a good thing. And Mr. Patel's going to put millions of dollars into that building, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing for the city.
Well, if you look big picture, and from the beginning to the end of all of this controversy, it'll be interesting to see what we're looking at in 5 years once they're done. But right now, it really looks like the patience, the not closing it down. We've heard that so many times. Having a vacant building there would be a huge problem for the city. But being patient with this and diligent, as you're talking about here, seem to result in a real positive ending.
Yeah, for sure, and thank goodness for Mr. Patel, because he's obviously a businessman who wants to make money, but he's really doing this because he believes in the city of Utica, and Mayor Palmieri did a great job in building that partnership. So I can't say enough about that end of it, and we're looking forward to it. With the hospital, if that does come to fruition, it's going to be great. There was a letter to the editor going back to the newspaper again about that we're going to lose tax revenue for that area where the hospital is going to go, because hospitals are tax exempt. But right now, it's about $60,000 in taxes that I draw from that area, which is a pittance to what we generate in revenue, property tax. So that's really negligible, and what that's going to bring with 4,000 jobs downtown and the businesses that will open and the things that will happen, are you kidding me? This is a win-win-win for the city of Utica.
All right, Comptroller Bill Marhouse, thanks so much for your time.
I'll be listening Monday. That's going to be fun.
It is going to be a
Do you want to come in and do security, or are you going to stay home?
Probably.
All right,
I'm just kidding.
Thanks so much.
Take care.
Bill Marhouse. Quick break. Christine with an update, 7:50.